So do you remember how you learned something back in school? The teacher stood in front of the classroom, shared facts, you memorized them, and then we were able to spit them back on a test. Well, the problem with that kind of learning is that once the test is over, we tend to forget everything because we didn't really apply those facts and truly internalize them. And that brings us to the subject of ultra learning. Here's the formal definition. Ultra learning is a strategy for acquiring skills and knowledge that is both self-directed and intense. The core of the ultra learning strategy is intensity and a willingness to prioritize effectiveness. The book I want to share with you today is Ultra Learning: Master Hard Skills, Outsmart the Competition, and Accelerate Your Career. It's by Scott Young. Hi, I'm Dave Edwards. I post regular summaries from my leadership library, so don't miss any of them. Please subscribe, hit the like button below. The author of this book, Scott Young, says ultra learners are people who pursue self-directed and challenging learning endeavors that can be truly intense. So he's looked at the latest research about the most effective learning methods and the stories of ultra learners. Ultra learning, he writes, works best when you can see it through a simple set of principles rather than trying to copy and paste exact steps or protocols. And he outlines 9 principles. Number 1, meta-learning, which means learning about learning through data to help you gather new information. Number 2, focus. The author writes, the second problem people tend to encounter is an inability to sustain focus. A third problem, subtler than the other two, has to do with the quality and direction of your attention. Number 3 is directness. Directness is the idea of learning being tied closely to the situation or context that you want to learn it in. Learning by doing the thing you want to become good at is important. Don't trade it off for other tasks just because they're more convenient or comfortable. Number 4, drill. A drill takes the direct practice and cuts it apart so that you're practicing only an isolated component. He writes, we should be ruthless in improving our weakest points, break down complex skills into smaller parts, then master those parts and build them back together again. Number 5 is retrieval. Test to learn. Testing isn't simply a way of assessing knowledge, but a way of creating it. Test yourself before you feel confident and push yourself to actively recall information rather than passively review it. Number 6 is feedback. Now, feedback is harsh and uncomfortable, so you should know how to use it without letting your ego get in the way. Extract the signal from the noise so you know what to pay attention to and what to ignore. Number 7, retention. Now, to me, this one is key. Understand what you forget and why. Learn to remember things not just for now, but forever. Number 8 is intuition. As we are memorizing facts or taking information in, we process it and become able to adapt it on our own. Number 9 is experimentation. Experimentation is the principle that ties all the others together. Not only does it make you try new things and think hard about how to solve specific learning challenges, it also encourages you to be ruthless in discarding methods that don't actually work. Look, there's a lot packed into this book, and I'm going to warn you, it starts a bit slow, lots of information, but it does get you thinking about how much more we could learn if we took the right approach to applying new knowledge. The book is Ultra Learning: Master Hard Skills, Outsmart the Competition, and Accelerate Your Career. It's by Scott Young. It was published in 2016 by Harper Business. I'm Dave Edwards.